This is the first mini lecture for the Jane Austen course we're going to be doing very rapidly this summer. And I'm also kind of using it as a test to see if my Nikon camera is going to work in terms of taking video. So what I want to do today very quickly, and you will get all of this in writing later, just to confirm what I've said, is to show you the books that I've ordered and to talk about them for just a minute, and then also to talk to you about the syllabus briefly that will be sent to you later as well, and also about the assignments and how I want you to label the assignments in particular. So to begin with, the books that we are using are these 5. All of them are Broadview except for Norton, the Norton 4th edition of Pride and Prejudice. All of these have been ordered through the co-op, but they are also available online in electronic versions, which is fine with me. I would really prefer you to use these particular editions because then our page numbers will match up when I'm talking about it or when you see how it's listed on the syllabus. But if you do have other editions, you need to run them by me so I can tell you if they might be okay. In any case, the first one is called Jane Austen's Manuscripts, or Manuscript Works. We will be starting with that immediately. Next up, Northanger Abbey. It's also a Broadview edition. In this case, it's the 2nd edition that you need to get, and what I've ordered. 3rd, Pride and Prejudice, Norton Critical Edition, 4th edition. The reason I'm using the Norton is because it has back matter, letters, and biographical excerpts that I'm going to be assigning you. 3rd, Mansfield Park. This is the one that's going to be a real slog. It's thick. We only have a week to read it. I might have given 1 extra day. So be prepared. You are going to be reading a lot of pages quickly. Last one, Persuasion, again, also Broadview. And that's how we will end the course. So please get these books in one form or another. As I said, hard copy's great. Get to keep it for the rest of your life, or electronic. It's really up to you. Now I want to turn to the syllabus for a minute, and again, you may already have this in more elaborated form. I'm shooting this like 2 weeks before the class starts. But I just want to start with it now, both to test my camera and to give you an idea how this thing's going to work. First of all, the most important thing in this class, especially given that it is an online class, is the reading. You need to read. Academically speaking, that's the most important part. Read the books. That's what I want you to do. Your commentary is nice, what I tell you is nice, all of that is valuable, but it means nothing if you haven't read the books. Whereas if you've read the books, even if what I say means nothing, you will have read the books. So read them. We are going to start reading 2 fairly short pieces out of the many, many pieces in this work. And if you look at the syllabus, which again I hope you will have in front of you by the time I post this, you will see that there are 3 kinds of assignments. One is called a summary. The summary is basically a half a page summary of whatever the reading is for the day that the summary is due. Sometimes this will include 2 days reading because we're moving so fast and I'm not having you do these every day. So I don't want you to spend more than 15 minutes on these. Just do a basic, quick, general summary of what goes on. Then below that, in the second half of the page, while you've been reading, you should be thinking about questions you might have, things you didn't understand, or whatever. And I want you to list underneath a little summary, maybe 3 questions, comments, issues So that's the way you do it. It should not take you more than 15 minutes to write these summaries. I'm kind of running out of time here, so I'm not going to talk about how I want you to label them yet, but that's what a summary is. Second thing you'll see is a memo. A memo is somewhat more elaborate and will take you more time, and it is a more complex work and is worth a lot more points. It's a 2-page position paper. I will give you something I want you to think about, a topic, an issue, whatever it is, as you read for the day that the memo is due and before a designated time period on the day the memo is due. You will need to submit that memo. 2 pages. It is to be a fairly decently organized short essay with no grammatical mistakes, no spelling errors, and so forth. That is to say, it's a short position paper, but I give you the topic for that. You will do 2 summaries and 1 memo every week until we get down to the midterm. The midterm's a midterm. We will talk about that later. It will be a somewhat longer essay, kind of like a memo, but longer and worth a lot more points. And then at the end of the course, you will also have a take-home, well, they're all take-home in this course, final essay exam, which is a longer essay yet. And it's worth even more points. Those are your only assignments. The way the summaries work is that you need to get the reading done, get them typed up, and get them sent. And you're going to send them to me, to my email. We do have a TA. Her name is Allison Davis. She is in Pennsylvania. So I will be dividing these summaries up and sending half to her. She'll be looking at them, popping a quick grade on those. I'll be looking at mine. And that's how we'll be grading everything, basically transcontinental. And obviously everything is going to be online. In any case, just wanted to get that down at the beginning so you have an idea about what we're going to do. I will probably post a later video explaining the various assignments in more detail, or I may just do it by writing it and sending it to you all either as an announcement on Canvas, or I'm hoping to have a complete recipients list for all of you that I'll call Jane Austen class or something so I can email directly. That's about all I wanted to say here. I hope this test works out, because if it didn't, I'll have to do it again. So, talk to you later.